So the third question posed by the Gospel of Luke is a question to ask yourself. Do you have 100% belief that Jesus is the Messiah 100% of the time? So Jesus said, quote, "The seed is the word of God. Those along the path are the ones who hear. And then the devil comes and takes away the word from their hearts, so that they may not believe and not be saved." The first group just don't believe him, just disregard him, that don't take it up at all. Just it's irrelevant to them. The second group, though, listen to him and become joyful and have belief. Those on the rocky road are the ones who receive the word with joy when they hear it, but they have no root. They believe for a while, but in the time of testing, they fall away. So that's the second group, just believes for a while, but then just gives up their belief. They can give up their belief for 20 years or whatever. The seed that fell among thorns stands for those who hear, but as they go on their way, they are choked by life's worries, riches, and pleasures, and they do not mature. So that's the group that they keep believing in Jesus, but just a little bit. He's a low priority. The football game is maybe more important than reading the New Testament on Sunday. They've got lots of other things on their mind, so they believe in him, but the plant doesn't grow big. It just sort of never matures. It stays small. But the seed on good soil stands for those with a noble and good heart, who hear the word, retain it, and by preserving, produce a crop. Luke 8:11-15. So don't let Satan ever use his sneaky ways to trick you out of your relationship with Jesus. Jesus said, "Make every effort to enter through the narrow door, because many, I tell you, will try to enter and not be able to. Once the owner of the house gets up and closes the door, you will stand outside knocking and pleading, 'Sir, open the door for us.' But he will answer, 'I don't know you or where you come from.'" Luke 13, 24, 25. Uh, so there was an example. Uh, Jesus was in the boat with his disciples, and when things got stormy, a Jesus follower slave keeps his certainty in faith. So quote, Jesus got up and rebuked the wind and the raging waters, and the storm subsided, and all was calm. But Jesus asked his disciples, "Where is your faith?" He asked his disciples this question in Luke 8:24, 25. The apostles said to the Lord, "Increase our faith." Luke 17-5. Jesus replied, "The problem is not that you don't need more faith. The problem is you have doubts and not 100% faith." Luke 17-6. So be persistent, and the plant will grow despite the thorns. The persistent widow parable was the widow who got justice from the non-believing judge because she kept at him, and she didn't give up with all the storms and all the problems and all the fears. She just kept at it, and she prevailed against the non-believing judge. And so that's an example of growing faith. Luke 18, 1-8.